It's Sunday, and you know what that means. Luke Harper has been released by WWE. Guys, we have some news. 4 WWE superstars in total have been released. We're going to talk a lot about it in today's video, so make sure you guys sit back, relax, and enjoy.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, guys, it's one of those things where usually when it gets closer to Christmas, people are very outspoken about releases that happen because it just sounds very messed up that, somebody could lose their job close to the holiday season. But right now in 2019, people are very ecstatic that these releases have been granted. And in all honesty, I totally understand why. Now, 2 of these releases were requested publicly, and the other 2, we have no idea. So I think there's more to come, and with that being said, we're going to talk about them, and we're going to go individually, one by one, as to why these releases are important for the person and for WWE, and you guys might want to stick around till the entire video. It would just definitely be appreciated. But guys, don't forget, we do have some new merchandise. There's a link in the description. DPW20 for 20% off. Make sure you guys cop yourself something. Release number 1, Luke Harper. If you guys didn't know, Luke Harper has officially been released by WWE several months ago. He actually requested his release. And when he requested his release, he did it in a very public way. And, of course, it was never answered or acknowledged by WWE. And Triple H actually had mentioned this, in a media call about WWE stars requesting their release publicly and things like that. And he's just not a fan of it. Now, obviously, Luke Harper is officially granted his release. Now, of course, you guys got to remember that all these releases will come with a 90-day non-compete clause. Luke Harper is one of those guys we've known for a while that he was trying to leave the company. Just last week, there was news that he went to get the trademark for Brody Lee, which was his independent wrestling name. He got that all taken care of, and today we know he's no longer in the company. Now, ideally, when I make this video, I'm going to get a lot of comments on this, and I understand why people will respond with this type of feedback. But no, AEW is not the destination for absolutely everybody on this list, except for Luke Harper. I think Luke Harper 1000% makes the most sense to go to AEW. I can see there being a very big need for him. I could see New Japan also wanting him. And I think if Luke Harper were to do exactly what Dean Ambrose did, then we have another Jon Moxley situation on our hands. And that to me is very, very important. It's crucial to the Luke Harper situation right now. Because he desperately needs to get out there and do more wrestling. I think he is the one guy I just don't understand why it didn't work for him, and I don't think I'll ever understand that. Regardless of the injuries and stuff like that, I still think there's potential there. You have 3 different brands. You could have put him on one of them. You just didn't use him. You didn't see anything in him, and that's the problem. That's the problem that WWE is going to have. They may not see something in one of these 4 guys, but AEW, New Japan, Impact, ROH, they can all find something. Especially Luke Harper, he's just so incredibly talented. So Luke Harper is gone from WWE. Ideally, I see him going to AEW, but I would like to see him do just like what Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho have done in working both AEW and New Japan. No, I don't expect him to be at the Wrestle Kingdom show. I don't think it's possible because there is a 90-day non-compete clause. Release number 2, we talked about this before. Cara, who also publicly requested his release. From what I'm hearing he's going to do commentary for Combates Americas, which is Alberto Del Rio's MMA promotion. I've heard that there was interest in him doing commentary or analysis of some sort. Sin Cara, to me, belongs in Mexico, wrestling with some of the best wrestlers down there. And I think because of, CMLL or AAA having some great working relationships, I do see him being in a situation where he will go and work for dual brands. I do think it's very possible that we could see him working for ROH. If there is interest there, it would make a lot of sense. I don't see Hunico, a.k.a. Sin Cara, going to AEW. He's one of the guys I don't see going there. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just don't see it happening. And I don't think we're going to see him wrestling as a masked character. That's just my opinion. I think the Sin Cara character has been cursed for a very long time. I just don't see him bringing that with him now that he's been released. Don't forget, he publicly requested his release. We covered that on the channel. Now he's officially been released from the company. The next two guys are a tag team, and they are none other than the Ascension, which probably might be the worst main roster call-up ever. Regardless, if you guys liked Connor and Victor, they were the top tag team in NXT at the time. NXT has transcended a lot in the past few years, but when you look at that pinnacle of NXT, the Ascension was part of it as a tag team. A lot of great things in the beginning stages of NXT. It was a failed experiment with them on the main roster, but they have also been granted their release by WWE. Now, they haven't publicly spoke about requesting a release. I think they've probably done it in a more professional way. But it is being said that WWE has had a lot of stars request releases, and not all of them have gone public. Victor immediately tweeted a GIF of a image, basically about freedom. And that was right after the mere moments that WWE confirmed that he was gone. So just to put this in context, they are gone from WWE as well. I want them in New Japan Pro Wrestling. NJPW needs to beef up its tag team division again, and I think these guys need to stick together. I think there's a lot of value of them, and the Ascension could come up with something cool. If I were them, I would just use the tag team name Wasteland and let them do their thing. So ultimately, 4 guys released from WWE. Supposedly there's more on the way. Right here on DPW, guys, we'll be talking about it, and we'll keep you updated. So don't forget to subscribe, click that like button, and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
You have arrived at your destination.